Yellow develops Air Force, increases population, builds an Air Force, 32 strength, takes military theory, computers for 3, urban growth. So that computers might have been just a hate pick. Freedom of movement comes up. Blue develops organized religion, upgrades, takes rockets, plays revolutionary idea, develops rockets, builds a rocket. Takes reserves in Charlie Chaplin. It's an interesting pick. Why take Charlie Chaplin so early? I guess you're just thinking you're going to get movies in Hollywood, I guess? Not really sure about that. So the Red Cross is out there. It's still interesting. Or Manhattan Project's no good. Hollywood would be good for us as well. So we should keep an eye out for that. So we have impact of science, which means we can control whether it gets played or not. So that's good. We don't have to worry about getting more science to win that. Impact of tech. I imagine will come out pretty similar at this point. No one is blowing everybody away. Impact of progress. We're definitely behind there. And strength, I think we'll be okay on strength. And we played it, so hopefully we are okay there. But I don't want to play these science events because I just don't think we're going to get stronger in science. I'm also weakest, so that's bad. So we'll skip. What did blue do with this? Blue did nothing with freedom of movement. What would I do? Maxed out an opera, maxed out an alchemy. Could move something over to a temple. From where, though? I don't know. Take something off selective breeding. I have a lot of food. I don't really want to lose resources. If I take one off of selective breeding, I don't get any more food, which seems bad at this point. I think I want to make some more food. I can get 3 out. So what that food's going to do is help me get 1 more population, possibly, depending on... Well, with prosperity, it definitely will. I'll get 4 food for that. So it'll be 18, 21, 25, 15. It might actually not help, surprisingly, because prosperity is going to give me, depending on when it hits, it'll give me 4 food, which gives me 19, plus 3 is 22 after this. And 1 more round is 25. So it's going to be 15 to get the next 3, which has 10. And then it's going to be 7 to get the next one. So I'm going to have 3 left. And then with 3 more food, it's only 6. So I'd have to play reserves to get the 5th. So it's going to get me 1 and possibly 2 more people. What am I going to do with them? I don't know, honestly, what I'm going to do with that many people. I guess I could, if I don't use it for people, I could use the food for International Red Cross if it comes out. I mean, what am I going to do with that anyway? I could move it over to a temple. Doesn't seem to make sense. I could move it to an iron and get 2 extra production at a cost of 3 food. Maybe? Otherwise, I get 1 population with it plus Red Cross. I mean, other people have some food. I don't know that they're going to take Red Cross. I guess let's see what the turn looks like. What does this look like if I do this? like getting 10 resources. Don't like getting 0. With oil, it's interesting how much more production I'd get because I have the railroad, but I don't have the science to do that. So this gets me 3 population or Red Cross and no population. And this gets me 4 population or like 2 population in Red Cross. I think this is better. I think. So we should probably get stronger. We can defend, but we probably just don't want to be this weak. Modern infantry's there, but I already have riflemen. I think rifleman's fine. We upgraded a couple times, we're 26. So now we can easily defend. We're the weakest. Is blue going to get stronger? Maybe. Yeah, blue could do positional army. I'm not sure why else you'd build one of those. I guess you could be going after modern army and you just need a tank, I guess. Either way, blue's getting stronger. So what I'm thinking about is whether we, well, what was my original question was I could copy this tactic. Now I'm at 29. And I still have to take the rest of my turn, but I'm at 29. So I'm going to be weakest for yellow. I'm going to be weakest for blue. I'll be strongest for me, assuming blue doesn't get stronger. But I think blue's going to get stronger. I suspect blue's going to get stronger. So I still will be weakest. And so copying that tactic is not really all that helpful. I mean, it might prevent yellow from attacking me, thinking I might not have a defense card. I guess it might help me preserve defense cards. Because they might not attack me. But I think I'd rather draw 2 cards at this point. Just get some impacts that help. Or maybe even get a war on culture, because I think I can end up being strongest here. I have a great tactic. I have air forces. I have cannon. I can get this super easy. I take 2 turns, but I can get there. Research cannon, build 2 of them, build an air force and do whatever, or I mean, my goal is to be stronger eventually. I just don't know that I need to do it now. I think I'd rather draw 2 cards. So here we can do tanks and cannon and get a modern army. So we'd be at 9, 15, that's 12, 3, 6, 9. So then it would take 2 turns to get air forces, assuming we don't get another revolutionary idea, which we could. So I think I don't need to copy that tactic. So what else do we do on this turn? What else do we do? We can take reserves. Military buildup. We're the weakest, so we have 10 resources right there. Plus we have all this population. This is more reason to keep that selective breeding and keep it off of the iron. We have the culture, we just really have to defend it at this point. I think it's going to be hard for someone to catch up on culture. Getting impacts could be important. So I think we go with this. And hope the events aren't too bad. We might lose a population to an event, at which point having the extra food would help us get that 3rd population. We might lose a colony, actually. Independence Declaration or refugees. Independence Declaration. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'd lose wealthy at this point. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Just wouldn't be great. Blue might not have played that. Yellow might have. We'll just have to see. That won't be that bad. And I'm going to be weakest anyway, unless I do something too aggressive to get stronger, I think. So let's end this turn. I mean, I guess it's raid, population of science, impact of science. Let me just hope that those military cards don't cycle back in. If I need those tactics, I need the defense cards. So we don't have much choice. Those don't help all that much.